Alright, so welcome back to another scenario. Wait, this is the wrong map. Wait, what? This is not a world map of today. What? It says up here this is an alternate 2000 map. It's okay. Let's mess with it. Seems like a world war's gonna go on. So let's do it. So yeah, I'll just give this some lore. So Russia don't like America, and America don't like Russia. Simple. Alliances don't like each other. Sound good? Sounds good. But this wasn't the map. But yeah, Russian forces are beginning to do some sketchy stuff on the border of Siberia. Siberia doesn't like that, so their forces begin to do some sketchy stuff on Russia's border. Russia don't like that, so they do more weird stuff on their border. Siberia don't like that, so they open fire. Russia opens fire back, and we see a massive skirmish of forces going into other territory and just attacking for no reason. And pillaging and stealing technology, stealing future plans, information, yada yada. You know the drill. But yeah, this looks ugly. Oh wait, they're both part of alliances? Oh god, a World War III just broke out. How wonderful. Coming down here, we're going to be taking a look at the alliance layer just for over here, as Indonesia and Australia seem to not like each other. So we're going to be just doing this, which is Indonesia's navy, and we're just going to be doing this for Australia's navy. Simple? Okay. As yeah, they begin to just throw ham. They're just throwing ham. Like sometimes they're literally throwing ham. By the way, I meant hands, but apparently ham is just better. But yeah, over here it's just haymakers. Coming down here, we see Australia making the first attack right here. But we see Indonesia gaining more ground overall. And coming over here to this front up here, we're going to be taking a look at the Pacific Northwest country beginning to push south into like this California, Mexican, uh, Arizona country as they begin, with the help of Texas, to absolutely annihilate this country off the face of this planet. And North America is secured. Yippee! But yeah, coming down to South America, we're not going to be seeing the same good success like that. As, yes, there's still going to be some massive success, but the South American country, even though they are the third strongest in the world, it's just they can't really do it. The Falklands are enjoying watching this, but they just can't really push in because of the terrible terrain for the region. See, this country rapidly leaving the war, as this northern country was really looking to invade it. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But yeah, we see this northern African team beginning to destroy this other northern African team. They even invade this one for reasons that are unknown. But they even make an attack into this yellow team, which everyone knows why. They're on opposite teams. This is terrible. I don't like it. But they even make a slight attack down here, hoping that this country down the Southeast Africa can do the rest, which they can, as they even begin to destroy Madagascar and Mozambique easily. But we're going to be taking a look at South Africa, Antarctica, as we see some pretty massive rebels forming. But not just in Southeast Africa's colony, it's also forming over here. and here, and here. As even though they literally don't connect in any way, the way they connect is through the internet. And I didn't mention that in this world, the technology is like from 2026, even though it says 2000. But they don't have nukes, which is pretty sad. As we just see massive rebels down here forming, as the internet wants to stop this war. War is not what anyone wants. They remember what happened back in the 20s, and they do not want to repeat. Because after World War II, everyone was broke. Everyone hated each other. So many wars broke out because of it. We see an entire, for the most part, continent declaring independence and declaring war on all of their nations. And even though this is pretty much suicidal, they don't care. They're just hoping that this one big act would push the world over the edge and make and secure that everyone there will be world peace and everyone will have equal rights. That'll never happen. But yeah, anyway. We see American and West European countries just throwing hands, and we see London falling. As yes, there is a fictional part of London, and it's a bigger London. It's around the same size as Tokyo. I mean, real life Tokyo and this England. I mean, London. Did I say England? I meant London. But yeah, American forces just flood into this country, threatening the capital. Threatening the capital twice. Wait, what is that? Rebellions? Yeah, it seems like this peace idea is really, really popular. And it's even spreading to Europe. As this country rapidly falls to it. Even though they're top 3, the pressure from America and the sheer number of American and rebel forces, they can't handle it. So they eventually surrender to the pressure. Quickly, American forces occupy as much territory as possible before the rebels can, because they're also fighting against, sometimes, fighting against the rebellions that are going up against world peace. In their country, they don't have any rebellions that are going up for world peace, but movements are starting, like, in Canada, just like over here. While the more populated zones over here are kind of favoring war. Their war-built economy, just like real America is, and their economy is rapidly skyrocketing. America is happy, and the propaganda is through the roof. And yes, they have trackers that will purposely put information in your mind, and they have mind chips that they insert when you're a baby that makes sure you're patriotic and you will do anything for America. It's to make sure that in the future, if America begins to collapse, that military-aged men will want to fight, and that propaganda will work even in times with the internet and conspiracy theories going up against it. Even though the conspiracy theories are true, you just can't prove it. Because no one but the presidents now and the past couple of presidents know about it. And the people inserting the chip. So, yeah. It happens pretty much instantly. And it's just very crazy, as Russia doesn't do this, and they're struggling against this nation. while America has around 10 million military troops, while for while their population is like 300 million. Actually, 400 million. Because the baby boom in this timeline really helped. But yeah, we're going to be seeing a massive new country joining this team, and it's going to be Korea. They're scared of losing their biggest buffer to Russia, and yeah, keeping it would be good. And we even see 3 more joining, and even Greece. That's good. But we see a couple star team countries joining as yeah. And even this dark blue team joins. I mean, I meant this dark red team. And Cuba. So it's very split, but wait. Sorry about that. But we see I don't know what I was talking about earlier, but it's irrelevant now. As we see Indonesian naval forces doing a very good job at destroying Australia's navy, and they destroyed their navy. What a surprise! But yeah, we see Indonesian landings happening all across the country, and yeah. And then we just see, boom, Indonesia wins. And oh, Madagascar? Yeah. Russia begins to realize that they might not win this, especially with the collapse of this country. The collapse of this country, and the soon-to-be collapse of this country, and possibly the collapse of Persia, which is probably not going to happen. Coming to these countries, we see this white team making a massive attack on this nation, as they're able to take the capital, which quickly gets encircled and reliberated, as we even see this country right here falling. I mean, the capital of this country falling, and this country destroying this country. Quickly, the white team falls into the bane of existence that just doesn't exist, and hundreds of thousands of forces are flooding in to here. Maybe wondering, how are hundreds of thousands of forces coming from these two countries? Well, there's something called American paratroopers, as they're flooding over here. By the way, Poland collapsed, but America was able to re-liberate them. This nation realized that leaving is better, and so does this country. But yeah, Riyadh follows around the same day. And you see this big country? Not so big and powerful no more, as it seems like the Star Alliance as we once knew it is beginning to collapse, as America comes in and attacks these nations that join the Star Team in their continent, and yeah, you can just see the terror on their faces. But yeah, we see America coming in and destroying them, and this country only having to focus on 2 fronts. Yeah. As we see Russia pretty much being the only country left. With a flood of Korean forces, we see a boom right here, and we see this push right here, and the fall of Russia's capital. As we even see these areas falling, and America doing the final blow, taking their second biggest city right here, which is Moscow, and Russia surrenders. If you enjoyed, you should probably like and subscribe. You know the drill. Yeah. But yeah. Sorry if this video seems forced. It's not forced. I enjoyed it. It's just I've done this 3 times already, and I'm sick of it. So that's why it was so rapid. Like this happened. Oh, but this happened in the same spot. Oh, but this country fell, even though we talked about them once. Yeah. Sorry, and my nose is stuffy. I might be sick. I'm not sure. But anyways, have a wonderful day or night, depending on whenever you're watching this. And just know, in the last episode, or the last video I've done of this, these two will eternally fight forever and ever and ever.